I'm coming for you.
Here's all and his ministers and his stages screaming they. I'm gonna change and a generous ring when the blitzkrieg rage and the bodies stink.
Pleased to meet you. It's Blue Steel. On Monday, 17 May 2021, at 17:20 hours on or about at the Butler Plaza RTS Transfer Station, 4231 Southwest 30th Avenue, Gainesville, Florida, I encountered this veteran. In conversation, this man stated he had just been discharged from the North Florida, South Georgia, Malcom Randall Medical Center at 1601 Southwest Archer Road, Gainesville, Florida. In appearance, this man was dressed in 2 hospital gowns with a belt affixed to the innermost gown. As you can see in the video, the man has on a red bracelet on his left hand, such as a fall-on-floor ambulatory precaution or Alzheimer's dementia. I am not sure exactly what it signifies, but in my experience, it represents to staff there should be precautions in the patient veterans care plan by law. What really drew me to this fellow vet was that he was completely incontinent and had appeared to me he had just soiled himself in both aspects. There is video evidence that reflects this. This man is quoted by me as to the question I asked, was he a HUD-VASH recipient? Yes, he said. So this patient vet is enrolled in intensive case management. Also, it would appear to me this man might possibly have a payee because of his disposition. So in summary, this man in receipt of service and has services in place at this time of this incident, infinite and unexhaustible resources that are in place virtue of his service to country funded by the taxpayers. I would like to start my account and the situation spawned from this incident. As you can see by the video, all accounts and claims are evident via the eye of justice. So on the evening of the 17th, I aired this video on YouTube. This is now an accounting of the facts, my involvement in the preservation of veterans' rights, and I am seeking justice for the gross negligence on the behalf of the medical provider, and demand an inquiry be conducted immediately, of which I will take action to facilitate. These are the events of a typical patient discharge in general period. A discharge rounding team makes rounds. The patient is advised of the diagnosis of the malady. The treatment process is reviewed and discussed with patient, usually to be conducted by the primary physician and or a physician's assistant or an internist or a hospitalist, a medical doctor in the least, a nurse who explains aftercare, and a social worker who conducts a home plan and finalizes discharge. Eventually, someone such as a certified nursing assistant removes the patient veteran from room to the exterior of the hospital. At least 4 medical staff, licensed and or certified, came in contact with this incident at or near the time I come in contact with him. This man had an issue with gait, vertigo, and judging by all the bruising, a fall on floor risk. His attire is a dignity issue, incontinence issues, although I am not a medical professional, in his speech as to what I assimilate to be dysphagia, and I assume with that swallow precautions. He was oriented to board the bus as we parted ways. And sir, you are not forgotten. Okay. On Tuesday at 12:37 p.m. and at 2:14:08, my social worker attempted to contact me. I missed both the calls. When I got to my apartment, there was a note in the door from him. I returned his call as requested at 15:29 hours. In this conversation, he stated his concern for me filming and posting to YouTube this incident with the veteran patient. He asked, did I get a release signed by him, the veteran patient. He discussed with me that YouTube could demonetize my channel because of this incident. I informed my social worker that all was well with me and my endeavors. My social worker stated he would like to make a one-to-one contact visit with me, so I complied. At approximately 1600 hours, he, my social worker, my licensed Master of Social Work, VA HUD-VASH social worker, arrived. The conversation was approximately 1 hour. It went like this. He said, the director of the North Florida, South Georgia VA stated he reviewed the situation and that was not their patient vet. How long do you plan on standing on Main Street in front of the Alachua County Courthouse? My social worker asked me. I responded, as long as it takes. I want nothing less than the 2 DA investigators arrested. The actor Kate, 4 Alachua County Sheriff's deputies, and 1 Gainesville Police Department sergeant arrested for color of law violations. I want my FOIA, and I want my FOIA. Had to bear with me for a second. San Joaquin Valley and San Joaquin audits featured a story with me. They came in like heroes, man. I don't have a pause button on this no more. That's the last page. I explained to him that the patient vet's garments were unique and the purveyor could provide information. So in an effort to reinforce my video and the claim I make, I stated I will go to the other 2 hospitals and get to the bottom of this. I asked him if he was retired already, and stated we have known each other, me and him, 7 years and counting. He said he told his upline I don't ever use drugs, and he left, and he called me back at 2000 hours. So Wednesday I did not go to the courthouse and air my grievances. I went to the North Florida Hospital on Newberry Road. Dan was so honest. They all were, after they got over me, the oddity. Ready to accept responsibility in all aspects, but the medical staffer is a superhero. They are innocent, not their garment gown. Next, I went to the U of F Shands Hospital on Archer Road. Spoke to Jana from ... She was very accommodating. And again, once she got over me, She was very professional, and even though she stated less time in her position, I believe she had been there closer to 20 years of service based on how she presented her organization and self. They too were innocent of this. So this only leaves the VA. I told you in these other videos that I know that the VA, as it regards me, is completely a conflict of interest, especially with the Alachua County District Attorney's Office, who they've been in constant contact with over me. They know I have a YouTube channel that was never revealed. How long will I stand at the Alachua County Courthouse? Until all my grievances, charges, and claims are adhered to, period. This is what happens. Okay, my social worker informed me the longer my presence be known out in front of the courthouse, the less my legal remedy will be, the more my legal remedy will be reduced. I said, from a legal perspective, I stand firm. He shop talked to me about an unfit mother who would not appear in court and close out the case. He seduced to her appearance and the efforts he explained and expanded on to do so for that effect. Okay, as for my FOIA request, most of all, for exactly what it's worth, I want this to never happen to anyone else in Alachua County, period, especially to any veterans who have in the least stood to all that it takes to become a soldier, a sailor, a Marine, an airman, or a Coast Guardsman. Those who stood in the gap and did their part to ensure all is well and safe in America. That second group should always be a prayer of judgment and victimless crimes. How long will I stand at the Alachua County Courthouse? Until all my grievances, charges, and claims are adhered to, period. This is what happens when you dance with a devil in baggy pants in the pale moonlight. You have to pay the piper. Like I told my social worker, you can kill me once, but you can't kill me twice. I'd like to make a statement. My social worker, master licensed social worker through the HUD-VASH program, he stated to me, of this I swear and attest under perjury and the polygraph examination, that the director of the North Florida, South Georgia Veterans Administration told my HUD-VASH social worker that he wished to convey to me that this was not their patient vet. Thank you so much for your time and effort. Go check out San Joaquin and San Joaquin Jr. Also, John Felix. If anybody's following me, I got up to 1,000 subscribers. Eventually, I'm going to go live. I got to get a little tutorage on that. So, I hope y'all have a great day. Thank you for letting me get this out there. And bye now.